All right, so we are going to start the process of reconciling our January checking account statement. We have gone through, we have all of our transactions completed, and so now we're going to be looking at this second part of our account statement. So you can see that it has the box for reconciliation, and then this area is going to be our bank statement, okay? So the first thing that we need to go through and do is look at our checks and our deposits and our other account activity and check it off in the top, okay? So we're going to go back and forth between these. The first thing on the bottom that you see is going to be a check or a deposit on January 3rd of $717.20. So I'm going to come up here. I see that I have that deposit, and I'm going to put a check mark in that place. What this check mark means is that yes, the bank recognizes it, I have recognized it, it sets us up. All right. The second one, if you're looking below that, is going to be a check written on January 1st, check number 101 for a deduction of $35.24. Going to come back up, and yes, I see that. Okay. The last check that we have is from January 19th, check number 103, $41.80. So I'm looking, I see this check 103, and I'm going to check it. Now you notice that there is sometimes a discrepancy between the date on our checking account statement, right here, versus the date that we wrote down. Now that can be accounted for because it takes a couple days to get to the bank and put that check in there, all right? So now what we are going to do is look at our other account activity. So on January 15th, we had Ticket Forum, a debit card purchase of $40. So I'm going to come up here, Ticket Forum, debit card, $40, check it off. If you look beneath that, January 19th, Hilltop Garage, $120.24. Again, check that off. Seasons Unlimited, we paid $33.93. Check that off. And then that is the last thing. We also see a service charge in our account as well, okay? So at this point, I want to make sure everybody has these check marks applied and you understand why we did that. Yes? Good. All right. So now we're going to be looking at the reconciliation piece here on the left-hand side, okay? So we want the ending balance on our statement. So they say that the ending balance on our statement is $440.99. So I'm going to write that down, $440.99. That ending balance came from here and we moved it up, okay? We understand that this ending balance for the checking account statement is different than what we have in our check register. That's why we're doing this reconciliation process, okay? So the next piece of this, step number 2, deposits not in the statement. So we need to go through and see, are there any deposits that don't have a blue check mark next to them? What do you guys think? Yeah, there is. So on January 31st, we deposited our paycheck of $692.37. That is not in our checking account statement for the bank. So we need to come back down here and we need to add it. So date 1/31, amount $692.37. Okay. Is that the only one that we have? Yes, thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that total down, $692.37, okay? So for step number 3, it says add item 1 to item 2. So this is item 1, this is item 2. We're going to add those two numbers together so we can write that in the spot, okay? So $692.37 is going to be our item 2, plus our item 1 of $440.99. So that gives us a total of $1,133.36. We are going to write that in spot number 3. So at this point, do you guys have any questions? Are we all caught up?
Yeah.
What does what? That is going to be the amount. This item number 3 is going to be the amount that we subtract our outstanding debits in from. So our outstanding checks, our outstanding debit card purchases, that's going to be essentially our new balance, okay? So I'm going to tilt the light just a little bit so you guys can see just a smidge better. So now what we need to do, outstanding checks, debits, and transfers. So we go back up to this list and we look at the items that don't have a blue check mark next to them. So we see check number 102, Reader Service Inc. for $24 does not have a blue check mark by it. So I'm going to come back down and write that. So check number 102, the date that I wrote the check on was January 9th, and the amount was $24. So the bank doesn't know that we wrote that check, okay? That's why we have to do this reconciliation process so our amounts can be correct. I'm gonna come back up. So at this point, we are just looking for outstanding checks, debits, and transfers. The next one that I see is check number 104 from January 28th to KMT Insurance. That was a check for $314.12. So check number 104, January 28th, $314.12. All right. So we have 2 of them. Are there any other checks that you guys see that have not been recognized by the bank that we have written?
Is there the DEP?
We've already addressed the DEP, the deposit, up here in part number 2. So we're looking for items that say DC for debit card or have a number for a check.
105.
Check number 105, very good. So that is our rent check for the month of February. So I'm gonna write check 105. We wrote that check on January 31st, and it was for $450. Okay, so these are the items that the bank does not know we wrote checks for. And it could be primarily because that person hasn't cashed that check yet. So they haven't asked the bank to give them that money. So we need to total item number 4, so we add these together. So $24 plus $314.12 plus $450. That's $788.12. $788.12. Now this is why reconciliation is so important. We have given people the rights to $788.12 of our money, and the bank doesn't know that yet. So if we forget to put this in the check register and the bank doesn't know about it, and then all of a sudden these people go in to cash these checks, they could potentially overdraw our account, which is bad. They charge us fees for that, and that's something you want to avoid happening, okay? So to figure out the balance in our account, we need to subtract item 4 from item 3, all right? So we will do $1,133.36 minus $788.12, okay? So this tells us that our balance is going to be $345.24. Now, when I go to look at this number here should match our last number in our account. Now they don't. How much money is in our account versus what we wrote in our check register? Yeah, we have a $5 difference. Now that $5 difference is from our service charge. So frequently banks will assess customers a service charge each month so they can do the things for the account. So the service charge could essentially go to paying the people who are the bank tellers. It's going to go to the operations of the bank. So we need to record our service charge in our checkbook register. So for the number, I'm going to use SC for service charge, okay? The service charge happened on January 30th. And for the description of the transaction, I'm going to write bank service charge. And then I'm going to debit, meaning subtract $5. So now my balance is $345.24. My checkbook register balance matches my reconciled bank account balance, and we are done with this process. So when we would start our February checkbook register, you are going to write down that the starting balance is going to be $345.24.